Hi guys, it's Lisa's Finding the Redo. I'm a 58-year-old retired school teacher who needed to find a redo, and I found that redo by reselling used clothing, shoes, hard goods, and making YouTube videos. So today we are here for my March 2022 numbers. And also I'm going to tell you the 19 highest profiting items from March 2022. So stick around to the end for those items, but let's start off first with how did I do in March. So this month was definitely up on eBay. I had 147 eBay orders. I had one Etsy order, but it was a really good one. I had 27 Poshmark orders. That almost is one a day, which is awesome for me, for Poshmark. I'm saying, wonderful. And I had one Mercari order for a total outgoing orders of 176. On eBay, I had $4,066.38 worth of gross sales. That includes everything except for taxes. I always take the taxes off, but it includes shipping, what they pay for shipping, anything like that. But $4,066.38. Etsy, remember I had one sale, it was $182.64. Yes. Then on Poshmark, I had $561.75 worth of gross sales, and on Mercari, I had $14. For a grand total of $4,824.77. Very happy with that number. It's getting back up there like it used to be. I would be happy with this number all the time. Shipping was pretty high. I had $977.64. I did have several international orders, including the one from Etsy, and that is included in this. That's eBay shipping, as well as anything I shipped through pirate ship. Then I had $634.35 worth of eBay fees, $15.52 in Etsy fees, $144.02 in Poshmark fees, and $189 in Mercari fees, for a total cost of $1,773.42. A lot of money that goes out, but that's okay. If it wasn't coming in, it'd be bad, but it's coming in. I had $411.33 worth of cost of goods, because you'll see when I go through the individual things, I did have several higher items that cost me higher to purchase. Cost me more to purchase. So I had a total net sales of $2,640.02, which is $311 more than it was in February. So I will take that every time. My gross average sale price was $27.41, and my net average sale price was $15. Pretty wild. How do you hit $15? And it was $15. It wasn't 15.009. It was $15. Pretty wild. So let's look at which items I sold for. And these were all, I had a gross profit of more than $25. The net profit came down after cost of goods. But all of these items, I had a gross profit of more than $25. So the number 19 item was a vintage Sears puffer vest, just your basic puffer vest down. The buyer was all in for $36.41. The shipping and fees was $10.70. So that meant my gross profit was $25.71. This vest did cost me $2, so I had a net profit of $23.71. The number 18 item was a first-of-a-kind skirt. Now, this was a skirt that had been transitioned from being a pair of Wrangler jeans to being this first-of-a-kind skirt. There weren't many on there, and I should have known. I should have upped the price. This sold overnight. Maybe that was the exact price I needed to list it for. Buyer was all in for $36.40. The fees and costs were $10.63. So I had a gross profit of $25.77, and it was $1.81. I got this at a recent Ben's trip, so I made a net profit of $23.96. Really cool. I probably should have upped the price, but you know what? Sold overnight. I listed it, sold. Goodbye. And I got the money in my pocket. The next is another one of these items that I should have listed for more, was a pair of Levi's 560. Now, I watch all these videos all the time. I love YouTube videos. And I guess my brain was not working because they said, you know, list your Levi's 560 high. That's what they said. These are not made anymore, I don't think. So list them high because people want them. Well, I listed them $29.95, which was definitely high for me. And the buyer was all in for $40.10. The fees and shipping was $13.61. So I had a gross profit of $26.49. These cost me $1.81. That was my average price on a recent Ben's trip. So I made $24.68. Still good money for a pair of jeans. The next was a new without tags. It had the little button pouch, and I knew that as new without tags, because how are you going to wear it with this button pouch sticking out? So it was a new without tags, Scotch and soda pair of pants, and these were actually boys in a 16, but they measured out as a 30-30. So I listed them in men's. Now I explained everything, that these were actually boys, but because of the size, I was listing them in men's. And the buyer was all in for $40.15. The cost and fees was $13.32. I made a gross profit of $26.83. These were from that same Ben's trip, so $1.81. So I made a net profit of $25.02. The next was also a pair of men's pants. It was a pair of Incotex men's denim pants. And these were very nice. I think I bought 4 pair of really nice men's pants at one of my local thrift stores one day, and they were each $2.50. And very nice. And this is the last pair that sold, so I'm very happy. The buyer was all in for $41.31. The fees and shipping was $13.77. The gross profit was $27.54. The cost of goods was $2.50, and I made a net profit of $25.04. Pretty good for just going to your thrift store. I will take $25 in my pocket every time. The next item was, actually it had no cost to me because my daughter-in-law, who went on, she had the gastric sleeve and lost, 125 pounds and did just wonderful. She's an RN. And so she had all these scrubs that she was just going to donate. And it's like, no, I'll take them. So I have been selling through these scrubs, and it's been wonderful. So I had 2 sets of butter soft scrubs, and they had buyer was all in for $38.65. Bobo's letting everybody know that I got them from Samantha. And the fees and shipping was $13.14. So I had a gross profit of $25.51. They cost me nothing. So I made $25.51 on those scrubs. Now, I am going to give my daughter-in-law, because I have sold her stuff well over $200-300. So I'm going to give her a gift certificate to Maurice's. She likes Maurice's. That's handy for her. She works in Conway. They have a Maurice's in Conway. So I'm going to give her a gift certificate to there. So they did cost me something, but, that's just family love. The next item was a 2-pack of Culligan spa filters. And these were filters that I had from, actually my parents had them. I never bought them. My dad bought them, let's say 15 years ago. And I was pulling things out of the little pool cabinet that we have. And they don't fit anything we have, so I sold them. Now, they did take about a year to sell, but I sold them, and the buyer was all in for $40.10. The fees and shipping were $14.17, so I had a gross profit of $25.93, and since they cost me nothing, I made $25.93. Guys, when you are given things, Take advantage of it. You know, you're thinking, oh, what are these pool fillers? What are they going to sell for? Well, it did take me a year, but I sold them for really good money. So if people give you things, yes, you can always go back and donate it. Donate it in their name and give them the receipt. But there's always good things to be gotten from people giving you things. The next item was sold on Posh. All the rest of them so far have sold on eBay. This next item was a Levi's denim jacket, and it had crewel, that type of embroidery, and there was an eagle, or an Aztec eagle, I think it would have been, and it was real pretty, but you know, it was going to take a specific buyer, and I got one, and the buyer was all in for $42. Fees and shipping, or fees were $10.02 because I did have a shipping discount. So I made $31.88. This did cost me $4. So I had a net profit of $27.88. The next item was also from my daughter-in-law, and this was 4 pair of knit shorts, and these were like the shiny knit, polyester like spandex, you know, that kind of thing. But what she did was she paired them with different swim tops. And so that's what I put in there. I put in there, this was my daughter-in-law's. She paired them with swim tops. And they sold really quickly. There were 4 pairs of them lotted together. And they sold for $42.15 all in. Shipping and fees was $13.56. So I had a gross profit of $28.59. These cost me nothing. So I had a net profit of $28.59. Pretty good, because she was just going to donate everything. It's like, no donation. We'll donate what we don't use, which was very little, because she had a lot of nice things. So the next item was a silk vintage Spencer Alexis jacket, and it sold for $40.40 all in. The fees and shipping were $9.63. So I had a gross profit of $30.77. This cost me $1.50 because it was $3 and it was half price that day. So I made a net profit of $29.27. The next item was a new with tags Scotch and Soda pair of pants. The buyer was all in for $45.11. The cost and fees were $13.67. The gross profit was $31.44. And I had $1.81 in these because they came from the bins. So I made a net profit of $29.63. Now we bump up a whole like $10 plus. The next item was a pair of vintage Gator athletic shorts. And these were those old coaching shorts. Y'all all remember those that the coaches used to always wear? You know, they were kind of short and kind of tight. Yeah, that's what these were. And they sold for $56.40. The shipping and fees was $12.60. So I had a gross profit of $43.80. These cost me $2. So I had a net profit of $41.80. Great. Awesome. I'll take it. The next item was also vintage, and it was a Chicago Bulls kids Jordan jersey. This was a children's. If it had been an adult, Lord knows what I would have made. But I still made good money. The buyer was all in for $55.05. The fees and shipping were $11.29. So I had a gross profit of $43.76. I got this at the bin, so my cost was $1.81. So I had a net profit of $41.95. The next item was also was a pair of Testoni Boots. And these sold for $73.65 all in. I had shipping and fees of $19.78. The gross profit was $53.97. And these cost me $7.81. They actually cost me over $13, but the average sales cost was that day from Savers was $7.81. So I made $46.16. The next item was vintage. It was a golden line denim embroidered shirt. It just had some embroidery up here. It was, 60s, probably 70s, somewhere in there. And the buyer was all in for $65. The shipping and fees was $16.30. The gross profit was $48.70, and I paid $2 for this, so my net profits was $46.70. Yes, vintage sales. Now, you got to know what you're looking for, and I don't always. Sometimes I do, and I do well. Sometimes I don't, and it's still sitting here. So, go watch Vicky on the Katie and Vicky show, and if you want to know vintage, because she's an excellent vintage purchaser and seller. So the next item that sold was a Ralph Lauren pillow. This was a rare pillow, and it sold all in for $70.11. The buyer and I went back and forth for several days, and we finally came up with she wore me down and came up with the figure. And the fees and shipping were $19.54, so I had a gross profit of $50.57. This cost me $1.81 because I got it at the bins. So I made a net profit of $48.76. So, if you're one of these that does not ever go to the linens and stuff, go over there. There's some good stuff to be found. The next item, which we're jumping over $100 now, was a pair of Gucci Stiletto Booties. And these sold all in for $135. The buyer paid the fees and shipping were $30.88. So I had a gross profit of $104.12. These did cost me $19.01. I got these in a thread-up designer box. And so I made a net profit of $85.11. Almost paid for the box right there. Then the next item sold on Etsy. This was my one Etsy sale. And it was a Eurocraft corduroy jacket that had been embroidered. It was pretty, but it was beat up. But it was very much vintage. And the buyer was all in for $153.48. I know. Now, this did go to Germany. So my shipping and fees was $44.97. I had a gross profit of $108.51. This cost me $3, so I made $105.51. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a List Perfectly shirt on. You can't really see it, but it's List Perfectly, I'll tell you. And I had actually dropped the price to like $60 on eBay. But I had not dropped it on my other platforms that I had cross-listed to. And so when somebody came in and bought it for full price on Etsy, I was A-okay with that. And then the top grossing net profit item this month was a pair of Prada sneakers. These were men's navy blue suede sneakers. The buyer was all in for $148.71. The shipping and fees was $24.08. So I had a gross profit of $124.63. I did get these in a thread-up designer box. And this was $19.01. So I had a net profit of $105.62. Pretty awesome. You have your items that are just your everyday items. A pair of Levi's, pool filters, old pool filters, men's ankle boots. I had these items, but they're all on there. And yes, this is 19 items, and I told you I sold 176, so that means that there were 59 that were below $25 net profit. But that's okay. That's okay, because when you get these, it balances off those bread and butter items. So I want to thank you for watching my video today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more by me, if you want to see what my April numbers, and they're looking, I've been doing really well this week. Today, not so much, but really good this week. So if you want to see April's numbers and the top sellers in April, then hit that subscribe button. I also do unboxings, and I do what solds. I do tips and tricks. So any of that, hit the subscribe button. But I need you to do me one favor today. I need you to go out and find your redo.